All right, Algebra 2 fans, today we're going to look at multiplying, dividing rational expressions. That's right, these big things like this. Okay, whatever you do not start to multiply. Okay, the whole thing here is, okay, look at this. This is a quadratic. This is a third degree special. This is a binomial expression. This is another quadratic. What do you think we're going to have to do with all of these? That's right, we're going to have to factor. Okay, we do not multiply. Okay, the whole thing for these is to factor and then cancel. Okay, factor, cancel. That's the whole thing here. Once we get everything in factored form, then we just start canceling things. Okay, you cancel anything with the bottom with anything on top. All right, let's start the process up. Let's start the factoring. So, how do I factor that? That's right, we need two parentheses. All right, what goes in the first two slots? All right, we have a pair of A's. And it has to multiply to what number? That's right, it's got to multiply to a -6. That's right, and the middle term is a 1. So that's right, it's 3 and a 2 plus 3 minus 2. Okay. All right, when we're factoring this, that's right, it's a little split down the middle. I'll do it here and then I'll finish it down below. So what's our GCF in these? What's the GCF here? That's right, a squared. And that's right, I have an a minus 2. What has to be over here? That's right, an a minus 2. And therefore, -12 divided by -2 is, that's right, positive 6. All right, so I'm going to write it here. So you have an a squared plus 6. And then I have an a minus 2. Can I factor that more? That's right, we can't. That's not dots. Okay, remember, dots is difference of squares. That's not difference, and that's not a square. All right, more factoring. That's right, pull out an a. Here, that's right, nice, straightforward, easy as can be. That's supposed to be a 15. So we have a minus 5, a plus 3. All right, so we did all the hard stuff. We did the factoring. Now the fun stuff, the canceling. All right, anything with the top with anything on the bottom. That's right, a minus 2, 1, and a 1. Look at this, a plus 3 here and an a plus 3 there. Cancel, 1 and a 1. Put your 1s there, because if everything on top cancels, you got to remember to put a 1. So this a squared cancels with that a squared. That's it. So all of this reduces to an a over a minus 5. We factored and we canceled. Cannot stress that enough. You have to factor, then when you're done factoring, all you have to do is cancel. Cannot stress that enough. Okay, it's that easy. It's easy if you can factor. All right, we've been doing a lot of factoring. All right, now this one says division. How do we divide fractions? That's right, we have to keep, change, flip. Okay, all right, we keep this fraction alone as it is. That's a square. Change to multiplication. And then we flip. Okay, we did the hard stuff. Now we just factor. All right, here's a straightforward third degree split in the middle. So I'm going to pull out, that's right, an a squared. So I have an a plus 2. What has to be over here? That's right, you already know, an a plus 2. So 10 divided by 2 is just a plus 5. So a squared plus 5, and then a plus 2. A squared plus 5, can we do more with it? No, we can't. You're right. It's not a dots problem. All right, what are we going to do here? Well, it looks like we can just pull out a squared. Okay, right. If I'm factoring out an a squared, that's right, that becomes an a squared, and then we're left with just a 5. Times, all right, nice and easy to factor. No fanciness there. All right, a and a, all right, 5 and 2. That's good, minus 5 plus 2. All we're doing is factoring. Remember, it's got to multiply the negative 10. That's it, just 5 and 2. And then here I can just pull out an a. I have 5 minus a. All right. Now, let's get this right out of the way. You see this a minus 5 and 5 minus a? That's a unique one. That actually cancels to negative 1, and I'm going to show you over here why. So, when you see this written backwards, 5 minus a and a minus 5, it cancels to a negative 1. You have to put the negative 1 somewhere. You close your eyes, you put it somewhere. Top, bottom, it does not matter. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to show you why over here. 2 different ways. I got an a minus b and a b minus a. I can rewrite this. I can rewrite the bottom. I can factor out a negative 1. This is what I mean. If I factor out a negative 1 on the bottom, what happens to the b? That's right, it becomes negative. And then what happens to the a? That's right, positive. And we're not going to write negative b plus a. That's right, it's a minus b. So those cancel to a negative 1. Okay? So you need to memorize. Anytime you see an a minus b over a b minus a, when they're written backwards, only with minuses, they cancel to a negative 1. You have to put the negative 1 somewhere. Top or bottom, it does not matter. Close your eyes. Pick your favorite spot. I put mine on top. It does not matter. All right, what else can we cancel? That looks like just the a squared plus 5 and the a squared plus 5, 1 and 1. Is there anything else that we can cancel? No. All right, so now look at the top here. I have a negative 1, I have an a plus 2 and an a plus 2. We don't physically multiply those together. This is all we have to write. Negative 1 times an a plus 2 and an a plus 2. That's it. You could, if you wanted to, change that to negative times a plus 2 squared. That's not necessary. This one's fine. Now look at the bottom. All right, can't cancel those. Well, we just got to multiply. A squared times a is a to the 3rd. Okay? Either one of those is fine. It does not matter. Whatever you do not multiply those out. You either leave them in factored form or else we can write it this way. But you do not multiply this out. Okay? So here's your answers. Pick one of them. Does not matter which one. They are the same. Okay? So what's the moral of the story here? That's right. We have to, cannot stress that enough, factor and then cancel. All right, let's do another one. One more. All right, that's right. Here's another division. That's right, we're going to keep, change, and flip. Keep this alone. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. Change to multiplication, and then flip. All right, now we just have to start our factoring procedures. All right, this one, that's right, we have to do the AC technique up here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of the work up above and then I'll finish it down below. So, like I said, I'm going to do some of the work up above. So over here, I'm going to do my 3 times 10. That's right, that's 30. So it's your A times C. So we need factors of 30. That will make 17. So what are we going to use? That's right, 2 times 15. All right, now you just got to, which one do you want to put first? I'm going to put the 2 first. So I'm going to write 3x squared plus 2x plus 15x plus 10. That's right, and we're going to split in the middle. So it's the GCF there. All right, it's just an x. So then we have 3x plus 2. What's the GCF over here? Well, we already know what's inside the parentheses. All right, so that's right. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So plus 5. So here we are. We're all done factoring. Put the result down here. X plus 5, and then 3x plus 2. We're at a point in the curriculum you should be able to factor this without a problem. All right, how do I factor this? That's right, 2 parentheses. That's right, 5 and 3. Slow down so I can get things written down. Good, minus 5 plus 3. I'm going to fix this, folks. Make that plus. Makes this plus. Make that a minus. All right, so I fixed that. All right, here, 9 minus x squared. Now notice how it's written backwards. We're not going to fix this, but we can easily factor it though. But in this case, where do we put the x's? Do they go in the front or the back? Right, if your x's are in the back, then your x's, if you have x squared in the back, then you got to put x's in the back. Well, how do we come up with a 9? Right, 3 and a 3, and plus and a minus. Very good. All right, we got the last one now. All right, what's your GCF? Hopefully you'll say 4. So we have 3x plus 2. All right, let's start the canceling procedures then. What do we see? All right, an x plus 5 and an x plus 5. Remember to put your 1s. Well, it's 3x plus 2 and a 3x plus 2. Don't forget your 1s. Now, x minus 3 and a 3 minus x. What does that cancel to? What does that reduce to? That's right, it reduces to a -1. Close your eyes. It does not matter where you want to put it. Top or bottom, it does not matter. I'm closing my eyes and I'm going to put it on the top. And then I'm going to put the bottom as a +1. All right. Is there anything else that we can cancel? No. So on top, what do we have? A 1 times a 1 times a -1 times that. So just put negative parentheses 3 plus x. And what do we have on the bottom? 1 times 1 times 4 times 1. Well, it's just a 4. And there's nothing else that we can do. So what did we do? That's right. We factored. And then we cancel. That's it. Those are your rules. Factor, then cancel. And don't forget division, keep, change, flip. All right, folks, that's our video.